Jeez, man. How y'all feeling?
Hey, new location still here, though.
Yeah, new location. What do we have today?
Hey, so Deion Anthony.
Deion.
Yeah.
What do you call do you call yourself a scientist?
You could say like a rocket scientist.
A rocket scientist?
I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My background's in engineering.
Right.
And work at the Kennedy Space Center.
Right.
So, a little slight work.
So what was your field in college? What was your degree in, or both of them?
So I have an undergrad degree at Norfolk State University and a post-grad. So I went to grad school. So my undergrad is in electrical and electronics engineering.
Right.
And my post-grad's in engineering management.
Right.
So
Where was your postgrad at?
UCF.
UCF. Were
Yeah.
you really on campus for that, or?
I was hybrid.
Hybrid.
So technically I was fully remote.
Right.
Because this was back in 2019, going into 2020.
Okay.
So I was fully remote, but I still had the ability to go onto campus because they still had live classes. So I would go onto campus just to sit in because I could, but technically I was fully remote.
So what was the difference between since you had pretty much experience in HBCU and PWI, so what do you feel like was the difference there?
Is UCF a PWI?
There's a lot of our people there. I got to give you that. There is.
A lot of Spanish people, a lot of...
But
It's a mix of everything.
it is, but I mean, that it's not, you don't consider HBCU.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not an HBCU.
Yeah.
I would say at Norfolk State was a not PWI. It was a HBCU. I would say that was more like family oriented.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was more of like a community there. So that really helped to put you in a mindset of succeeding and building connections and building a community. So I would say Norfolk State definitely had that. UCF, I feel like you're just a number. You're just there. You're not really. You're just giving them money. UCF is about money. Schools like that. So
That's facts, man.
Good education, but you're just there.
Just a number, yeah.
Just a statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what Alaska said too. Everybody said you felt like just being a number.
Yeah.
So
Well, how do you feel about FAMU?
I love
so far?
FAMU.
Yeah. You've been there a couple months so far?
Yeah, since June.
Okay.
Yeah, so the transition was great. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely better than Norfolk State University.
Norfolk State? That's cap. That's cap.
But yeah, no, I love it, man. It's
Yeah.
great fit for me, honestly. And all my family pretty much went there, so
Yeah.
it's a great fit.
It's not too far from home too.
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah.
So what's your job title right now? What's it called?
So I was for about 6 years. I was an electrical engineer, but this past year I transitioned to systems engineering. So it's less hardware based and software based, and more requirements, documentation. So I'm on a computer more, but there's less headaches,
Right.
And just more meetings, but I get more freedom to travel and stuff like that, and I get to do more.
Is that a promotion?
For me, yeah. So I went from a level 2 to a level 3. So my level 3 is systems engineering. So it's a lot more pay and less headaches. So it's a more of a strategic kind of movement in within the company. So for me, it was pretty strategic.
Do you so you went to college and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you did all the schooling and stuff, and you sacrificed your time, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like
Sacrifice time.
was it worth it at the end? Do you like your job?
Yeah, no, I like the benefits of the job. For one, it's good money. It's good money. For two, just to comment on the sacrifice of time, going to school, I wouldn't say it's a sacrifice of time. Depends on how you take advantage of the resources, and I never let the schoolwork get to me as far as stress. One thing I learned, especially at a HBCU, is learning how to finesse, but also learning how to balance things. Because when you go to a place that's community oriented, like an HBCU, you really learn to balance your time. You learn to make the most out of the experience of being at the HBCU as well. So wasn't really like a trade-off of like I'm just here giving my time and getting a degree and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Would people last doing your job just for money? Like, you have to have like sort of passion for that, or you could do it and just not even care about what the job is. Just
There are some people there that are really passionate about it,
Mm-hmm.
and they give like more than 40 hours a week. Like they work like 50 hours, and you don't really get like paid overtime for this job. You get what you're getting, and you get like vacation hours.
Right.
So like if you work a certain amount of time overtime, you get vacation hours. But some people, they max out on the amount of vacation hours that they can accumulate.
right.
So they're just working just because they're passionate about it. But yeah, I value my time outside of work.
Right.
And, yeah, I couldn't.
You put in a lot of overtime or not really?
No, my first couple of years I did, but after realizing that in some companies, again, you're just a number, just like going to a PWI. You're making the company money, and you have to figure out a balance of what you find joy in. And for me, it's what I do outside of work.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to be giving them extra money and not getting compensated
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's the work schedule like? Like 9 to 5 kind of thing?
It's a flexible work schedule. So a lot of like the defense companies and a lot of tech companies, they have what's called like a flex schedule. So typically I remote on Mondays and I'm off every other Fridays. And the Fridays that I do work, it's remote. So I only go into the office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and I'm off every other Friday. And if I want to remote for the whole week, I can. They want you to show face sometimes. So they want you to just come in to validate that they have a building and they want people to be there. So, but you can, it depends on your manager, depends on my manager, what's going on, but I can remote most of the time. So
Okay.
it's pretty flexible.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, and it's good money. So
Is that the favorite part about the job, the money?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's good money. So yeah. So what y'all doing? Y'all in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all got different.
Different paths.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
kind of different in a way. Because
Yeah.
of course I went the traditional 4-year way.
Yeah.
You know.
We just working it out,
Yeah.
going to work.
Yeah.
But I'm certified on the forklift now, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
What
at
about you?
Valencia right now.
Okay. How you like Valencia?
I just started. Well, first day is Monday.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, I like it better than the community college I was just going to.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe funding, maybe, or maybe just they don't care more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the college I just went to, I don't know.
Didn't hit for you.
It feel like a high school still.
Yeah.
What was the first college? Was it Valencia?
I ain't gonna air it out right now.
Yeah. So you like Valencia more?
Yeah.
Okay. But Valencia's like a 2-year, not
It's
2
more
years.
community college. Yeah.
Oh, community college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But I would
So-
say it's a bigger community college. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So after, let's say 2 years, you plan on going to?
Yeah. I don't know
transfer?
where I want, but definitely transfer after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are your majors? Or
I'm thinking about radiography.
okay.
You said what?
Radiography.
Oh, radio. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing the CIS, computer information systems.
Okay.
I'm trying to go into like cybersecurity way. So sort of
Okay.
like,
That's what
so-
the money.
yeah.
Is, though, man.
but I really have a I'm always good with that computer work. I don't really like doing the math stuff. That's why I didn't really go the engineering route.
Yeah.
So, but that's where my head's at. That's where
Okay.
I really have a passion in that
Yeah.
that field right there.
What kind of job does that give you?
You can really go I could go into engineering if I wanted to with
Yeah.
that degree.
There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Overlap with.
So
yeah.
basically, all the really tech degrees in college, it can really go into any other field. Really, it just depends on what you do and like.
So if you want to, you work for just any other company, or how does it work?
Like if I wanted to work for another company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you're saying, there's a lot of like skills that are overlapping. One thing that a lot of these companies want to see is that you have like a strong foundation of like math and like critical thinking.
Gotcha.
And as long as you know or can learn what the position needs, you can get a job with and
Right.
stuff like that. Like I've been watching like TikToks with people who like they would it'd be like an interview, right? So they would come up to random people on the street and ask them what like their job is and like how much they make and stuff like that. And a lot of the people, they would say like they just did like some certifications and stuff,
Right.
and they didn't go to school for that specific position, but they got it because they can fit what the company needs.
Right.
And so there's skills that translate to a lot of different positions.
For sure, yeah.
That's really all it is.
So, yeah.
So was engineering always your route? Like going from starting college, you never changed your major? That's what it was?
So I always wanted to be like an oceanographer. Like,
Really?
I like dolphins.
Yeah, like marine biologist.
Yeah, like marine biology and stuff like that, until I realized that they don't make any money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to ask that too. Like I be watching the things on TikTok too, and some people they go to school for something for a long time, and they end up not even making as much as they put in.
Or not even using they're not
Yeah.
even in the field that they,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, or like they transition to a different field that makes more money. Yeah, a lot of people when they go to college, they realize that what they were anticipating isn't really what like life is going to pan out to be for them. But yeah, I wanted to be a oceanographer, and that's what I was really interested in. But I think senior year of high school, a person from Norfolk State came and was just talking about the school, and so it made me want to apply for the engineering degree, and they were like giving out scholarships too. So I wanted to apply for that, and that's what I ended up going to school for. So
Gotcha.
So do you still like talk to people from college or anything like that?
yeah. Again, the community thing, it's hard to go through school without like building some like strong relationships and stuff.
Having a core, yeah.
So yeah, there's a good bit of people that I still talk to from school. My old roommate Eddie, we still chat, we still talk. We went on a trip to Dominican Republic recently, and also he lives in Dallas now.
Right.
Works for the Lockheed Martin out there in Dallas. But yeah, Adasia and I, we just went and visited him like 3 weeks ago in Dallas. So yeah, there's a lot of other people that I still keep in contact with in school. I feel like that's where you build like some strong relationships and stuff, and like-minded people.
Right.
So
Was there a major transition from college into the work field?
Yeah, like a mental transition. I would say when I first started off at like the company that I'm at now, I was a little nervous and anxious because I didn't know if I was going to be like a good fit, I guess. Like I didn't feel like school prepared me for it. But one thing that Eddie, my friend, had taught me was that, you learn on the job.
Yeah.
Like as long as you have like the foundation and they know that you have the capacity to learn what you need to do, like that's all you need. Like, so as far as the transition, I was a little iffy at the start, but just learning, and like they give you like mentors and your team and stuff. Like it was a transition, but got used to it and wasn't too bad. Yeah. But yeah. So what got y'all interested in radiology and CIS, computer information
first?
systems?
I'll go first. So I had sophomore year, I broke my foot, and I saw like the X-rays for it, and then something about just looking at an X-ray kind of like interested me.
Yeah.
Cause I was always been in anatomy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just working, seeing how the body works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's always, especially with sports. That's all I got hooked.
Yes,
But just saw my foot like that. It was kind of weird. It kind of like,
Really?
yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
They make good money too.
Yeah, they make decent. Bro.
Yeah. I got a friend right now. He's a doctor. He ended up going into physical therapy
Yeah.
as his his path, but he started off in radiology, and like they make real good money. Like, yeah. So okay. How about you?
I think it started sometime in middle school. I took some computer class, and like I really liked it. Like enjoyed it. I outvalued it more than all my other classes. So from then on, I took like when high school came around, I tried to schedule my classes like around tech, kind of like revolving computers, and like that's what really helped me. And I took a real, I think I took a real college class at one point in high school because they offered it, and we were able to take a certification, but. And I really didn't know what I wanted to be back then, and I really BS'd my whole way through that, and I really wasted my time. And I look back at it, and I really regret that. Because like if I took that serious, I had that certification on my belt today.
You could skip some stuff, don't you?
Yeah. But you live and you learn, so
Of course.
it happens. But yeah, that's what really sparked it up. Just taking those classes in middle and high school, really.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But was Florida like the always ideal place you wanted to be, or?
Nah. Most of my family is in New York and
Right.
Virginia, so I wasn't really thinking about moving anywhere outside of like that area that I was comfortable with. But getting a good job offer down here kind of opened up my eyes to the opportunity.
Right.
And my parents, they lived out here in Orlando back in the 90s. So they were familiar with the area, and I felt like it was a good fit to like come to this area because like, yeah, every people in my family were like used to coming down here
Right,
and
right.
visiting. And Orlando was really nice.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good place to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's nice.
Have you had any thoughts about moving from Florida?
I like Florida. Yeah, I like
Stay
Florida.
here?
Yeah,
I got you.
I think I would stay here. Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Nah.
I mean, the weather could be interesting
Yeah.
sometimes of the year.
Be bipolar, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing like Virginia gets, like tornado or not
Nah,
tornadoes?
not
Not-
tornadoes. I mean, we get like hurricanes, but it's not
Hurricanes.
as bad as like down here.
Okay, yeah.
But it snows there, so I know
Snows.
snow.
Yeah.
So, but it snows there, and like it could be like snowing one day, and then the next day it would be like 95 degrees. So
Oh wow.
if you
That's
thought Florida was bipolar, Virginia is really bipolar.
no way.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So it'll be a lot. Like going to when you used to go to campus or go to classes on campus, like you don't know like how to dress because it'll either be rainy, it'll snow, or it'll be hot.
Oh, it
And
sucks.
You just got to put on just different stuff. And
Sweats whole time. I'm wearing sweats.
you still be hot in that.
Yeah, that's I'm about to say that's you be one.
Yeah. But I like Florida though.
Yeah.
What about y'all? Y'all like Florida?
No, it's born and raised. I'm just used to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would want to probably live like you guys said, like in the cabin in like the mountains or something.
I
like
didn't
that.
say I want to live in no cabin.
I said for me. You guys said that for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I can see myself living in the mountains too, though,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
or by the beach. One of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I really like that. I really like that Tampa area.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
Tampa's nice, like Clearwater.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's, of course it's crazy expensive, and you're right by the beach. And so when things happen, you're right there.
Yeah.
One thing about the beach though, like as soon as a hurricane something come, I do not want my house. to
No,
be
I'm going.
So that's what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
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 But it's nice though when everything intact though.
Yeah.
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 Cause that junk tore it up. At one time it came.
The hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot too. I heard there's a hurricane that's about to hit South California. It's like the first one ever.
I never heard of no hurricane
Exactly.
on the other side.
Yeah, it's hitting. It's about to hit soon. So I don't know. The hurricane's getting crazy.
Would you ever live in California?
I visited California for like work travel.
Yeah.
Nah, California.
Yeah,
it's
me
way
either.
too expensive. Yeah, no, it's yeah.
I never been to Cali.
I don't like West Coast, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, things are like triple, quadruple the price. It's
Nah, bro.
like a regular house, 1.5 mil.
Yeah. That's like struggle.
Just for like a
Come
two.
on, bro.
Same in Miami too. Miami,
Miami.
New York,
New York, too.
California.
And I seen a video in New York, and like the house we buy, the much space is just room.
Yeah.
I be like,
And
dang.
it's like
The house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The
it's just
apartment.
it's just studios, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I can't live like that.
that's barely what people
Studio
can afford.
apartment, $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good, bro.
But some people can live like that. But I don't know.
You know,
Some people can't, but a lot of people, again, because I got family in New York and Brooklyn, a lot of people have to have like roommates. A lot of
Yeah,
people have to
yeah.
stay with family and stuff. You can't afford to live by yourself
No.
unless you have like a really good job
Gotcha.
or you finessing or something. I don't know. So
Was that where your living situation was like post grad? Were you living with people, or were you just strictly by yourself?
So when I moved out here, I had an apartment, and then in 2020, I bought a multifamily house. So it's a duplex, and I bought that, and yeah, I had a roommate for a little bit, just to have more like pocket change. 'Cause
Right.
my tenant on the other side was paying the mortgage, so I was able to live for free. But just to like upgrade some appliances and stuff, and do
right.
some things around the house, I had a roommate for that.
Okay, that's not bad then.
So
It's a pretty good situation.
yeah,
Yeah. You know
For
what I
sure,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
So initially, were you making a lot of money off the rip?
Like
Uh,
what we had during your college days.
When I was in college, nah, I wasn't making that much money. I worked. I did research at school, so I was getting paid like $200 a semester or something, which is
nothing. That's nothing.
It's a little stipend, right? But you're living on campus, so
Yeah.
But when I moved down here, I was making a good bit. It's like 70 when I moved out here, and as the years went on, like promotions and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Do you have any crazy dorm stories or anything like that from college?
Yeah, there's quite a few. So I used to like longboard or skateboard with some of my friends at school, and there's this one night we used to play like tag in the parking lot, the student parking lot. So we used to like go in between the cars on the longboards, and there was this one night like somebody just pulled up. It was like these black girls. They pulled up in their car, and then the trunk just opened up. Yeah. And this dude just hopped out naked.
Oh my God.
He just hopped out the trunk naked. I don't know if his hands were tied or something, but like they were doing some like kinky or like something. I don't know. And then he just started running, and he was just like yelling something funny. Like it was funny. Yeah. But like it was just like random. It was like 3 a.m. too.
Bro.
And like I don't know what was going on, but yeah. We used to do like a lot of crazy stuff like late at night. Usually at like after midnight, we used to do like a lot of like crazy stuff. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting nights. Yeah. You're gonna live on campus, right?
No.
Near campus?
Near it.
Okay.
Not on though.
Yeah. You have a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I hate being on campus. So.
Yeah. You like the on campus feel or off campus feel?
I lived on campus. I like the on campus just because I could walk to my classes and everybody was just there. Like if I needed to do homework with some people, or shorties, it was just all. Everybody was all just right there.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
It was nice.
So how long have you and your girlfriend been together?
My girlfriend, your cousin. Well, we've been together for.
Hold on. Why you say all that like that?
He was on that.
We've been together for 2 years now.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
Really? I thought it was longer than that for some reason.
Nah. We started talking and dating ever since 2021. Okay. Yeah. January, March, April of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you could do long distance in college?
In college? Nah.
What's funny?
I feel like what's funny?
No, you had to think about that. Right?
Nah, I think when you're older, it's more of an understandable and like you can handle that kind of situation a little better. Mm-hmm. But in college, now there's just a lot going on in college. Like there's a lot of eye candy. There's a lot of temptation. You know, you're living on campus and you're wanting to. It's a time where you're trying to figure yourself out.
Right.
You're trying to figure out things and explore. And so long distance, from what I've seen for other people. It never worked out.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
And if it did work out, it's because there was the person would like step out of the relationship and stuff, but they wouldn't tell their partner.
Right.
So like it's like a lot of like shadowy kind of hiding and stuff.
Just a bad situation in your opinion.
Yeah. Bad situation, but
y'all feel like I could do that a long distance?
No.
It's all about communication, but as you said, it's more harder to manage your college life than adult life.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
There's a lot going on, so it's hard.
So go ahead.
I'm about to say, then you want to like experience things, like go have fun and stuff. So you just don't. You want to go for what you went for and paid for and stuff like that. So
it
just depends on the person, really.
Paying for that experience.
That's facts.
So
So I asked them this the other day, but what's the dumbest thing you and your girlfriend have argued about?
We actually haven't argued.
What do you mean I haven't argued?
Oh, like you were saying, like communication. Like
right.
I feel like
not even an argument. Just It's just something stupid that you had a
maybe little
disagreement.
debate or something.
Just a disagreement on it.
Right.
Something. That's good.
That's good. You
That's
gotta
that's
think
what I
about
say.
it.
That's good.
That's a good question.
I feel like he just let her have it. It's okay.
Nah, but we've had like disagreements. Everybody has a disagreement. Everybody
Right.
has an opinion on things.
Right.
So there's just been like disagreements here and there, but we've been able to like communicate those differences and go from there. So there hasn't been anything that's been like too crazy or anything. So yeah,
That's a beautiful thing, man. I wish I could say the same.
yeah, it's crazy what people can do when they can actually
Put your
communicate.
mind to it, right?
Well, put your mind to it, but also just communicate. Like, just express yourself and being with somebody who is accepting of those expressions and
Right.
vice versa. Just reciprocating. So,
What age do you think is a good time in your career to get married and have kids?
depends on the person. For me personally, a good age would probably be for marriage, maybe like anywhere between 25 and 32.
Okay.
Right. So I'm 28 right now. So I would say 28. Well, I turned 28 in a couple of days.
Okay.
So anywhere between 28 and 32 for marriage, and for kids, about the same, I guess. Because you want to make sure that you have a solid foundation. You know what you're doing.
Right.
Like you got a decent job. Like you got your financial situation together, and that you want to make sure that you're with like the right person.
Of course, yeah.
So that takes a little time to figure stuff like that out. So yeah, but kids, that's a big step for people. Yeah, if you're not ready for it, it can really mess up your relationship.
Right.
Even if you are ready for it, it can mess up your relationship.
Right, right.
So it's case by case.
Right. So, is there anything like right at this point that you're like looking forward to in your life?
In life, traveling more.
Just traveling.
I've been traveling a lot. Adasia and I have been traveling a lot recently. So I think we've been to like 6 or 7 different places within the past year. So that's what I'm looking forward to most is like traveling and experiencing things.
Right.
and
Right.
Not being too tied down to like work and just making money for someone else, but
Right.
experiencing my own stuff. So
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely those different goals I have.
Yeah. What about y'all? What are you looking forward to in life? Working
Right now,
towards?
we all it sound like we all trying to get the money and be where you at.
Yeah.
We trying to get the money first, then enjoy life. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we haven't even really started our careers yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cause we
But-
young.
Yeah.
We
Well,
trying-
we're young. You're a little older.
y'all right
You-
behind me.
How old are you? What, 20?
21. I just
21?
turned 21.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So y'all 20.
I'm not 20.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the young
But,
buck.
I just look forward to most of I want my own house.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just want my own house really bad.
It's a good goal. You don't want to be giving people like apartment complexes and like renting and stuff. You don't want to give those people your money.
Of course, of course.
Like, you want to give yourself that money. So
Exactly.
having your own stuff and owning your own resources or owning your own assets.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I have that same view about
Yeah.
that. I don't really like that renting aspect, but
You put all that money in, and then when it's time, like say you want to sell your house, you able to sell it.
mhm.
Yeah.
But if you keep renting it, you don't put all that money in, it ain't went nowhere.
Yeah.
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 But it's cheaper to rent. That's what people say. Is it cheaper to rent?
It's the upfront cost that's cheaper. So to get into like an apartment complex just to rent, like you only have to give them 2 months rent, security deposit, and
Yeah.
like you're just paying monthly. So that to move in, it's only a couple thousand, maybe like $3,000-$4,000 to like get into a place. But for a house, depending on how much the house is, it's like depending on what kind of loan you get, you could be paying anywhere between $15K to like $30K, $40K, depending on like
And that's
your
up front?
upfront. Like when you close, that's not the cash to close, but that's what your down payment is. And your down payment determines your mortgage rate and how much you're going to be paying per month. So that's the entry, the fee of entry to having your own asset like that. So
is that system like a car?
it's sort of like a
It's
car,
like the
yeah.
same process?
Yeah. So it's the whole process is just a loan, right? So your loan, whether it's a house or for a car or for whatever, it's a similar process. You have a down payment and you have monthly payments after that. You could sell, you can even like refinance. You could refinance a house or you could refinance a car. Like you can refinance your car loan and stuff. So it's all similar.
All right.
So yeah. But yeah,
Speaking
definitely.
of real estate, you said you're investing in real estate and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I have 2 rental units, and trying to get more into it. It's been a little, not slow, but the market right now is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's crazy right now, but I wanted to have an asset, just like you wanted to own a house.
Right.
You want to own a house. I wanted to own an asset that allowed me to have more freedom and to also retain my own money, so that I can invest in other things and use my money how I want to use it. So I have a duplex. I have a tenant on one side and I live on the other side, and the tenant pays the entire mortgage, so I don't have to pay anything to live.
That is crazy.
So I don't have to pay rent. And when I got the house was what, like $225, so $225K. But my down payment was like $12,000 at the time, right? So that's the only thing I needed to pay to get into that house, right? And right off the back, I already had a tenant, so they were paying for those monthly payments. So after that $12K, I was good. Like I was able to live. Yeah, I was set. So that's what I wanted to do to make sure that I could live how I wanted to live, was to make sure I set that like foundation for myself. So
Definitely. Okay.
yeah, so definitely real estate. Yeah, it's a good move. You just gotta do it smart and make sure that you're putting your money in a place where it makes sense for you in your current situation.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, yeah.
Right. What's going on, man? Is that all y'all got?
Financially, are you satisfied?
I would say like as far as like compensation, I would say I'm making good money. I'm able to do what I want to do. I'm able to invest in what I want to invest in and still have money left over to travel and to buy random stuff. So financially, I'm straight. Things could be better. I seen on like TikTok, like people making like way more money, but like they live in different states.
Yeah.
Live in like California and like New York and stuff. So Florida is like one of the cheapest states that you can live in. Other than I think Texas and Georgia.
No income tax, right?
Yeah.
No state income.
Yeah, things are like a lot cheaper here. So I feel what I'm making now compared to what I could be making in New York, but keep in mind there's a lot of taxes and stuff in all those places. So I feel like definitely a good situation financially.
There's a lot to think about outside of how much you make, honestly.
Yeah. So like in New York, you have to pay taxes just to like be there.
Yeah.
Like it's not even income tax, which is like 30% of what you make. It's just a New York tax, like just for being there. And like your money doesn't go as far like when you're in places like that.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Florida's definitely a good move. For
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good spot.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
He answered a lot of my
I ain't
questions.
gonna lie, I feel a little like inspired, low key.
Yeah, that's why I like doing these guest episodes and
Yeah.
stuff, and that's why, especially why I wanted you to be on it, because I look up to you for sure. I know these guys look up to you.
Like in 10 years, I'm trying to be where he at.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just inspiring to
10
like.
years? What about like 5 years?
It's like 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
3
So, like,
years.
Yeah.
it's inspiring to have people
Yeah.
like this, like you that you know of in your circle, like
Right,
close knit. Because I mean, we don't bring random people on our podcast.
Right.
We know everybody,
Right.
and like it's great to know that people around you are like inspiring like that. So that's why
Yeah.
I really want to do this with you, and I'm glad you
Yeah.
came on and appreciate it.
I appreciate it too.
Yeah, man.
Keep striving, man.
Yeah. But I just wanted to comment on something real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason I said 5 years instead of 10 years is because like I bought my house, the duplex. I was what, 24? 2024. It was like 3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're 20.
Yeah.
Like that's a couple of years from now. So
Okay.
yeah, don't have your goals like, okay, what can I do by age 30?
Cause shoot, you stretch it out, you can been dead that in half.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then if you short, sometimes when you shorten your goals, you accomplish it faster than doing it long. You do it long term.
Yeah. You get more creative with how you're trying to figure out how to get to that end goal.
Okay.
So like if you give yourself 10 years, then you'll be like, okay, I got time. I could procrastinate a little bit. But if you give yourself a shorter goal and like you're really on it, then you're gonna accomplish it.
You'll surprise yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
One last question. You got any goals before 30?
Goals before 30. I want to get more real estate. I see a trend with the real estate right now within the next maybe like 6 months where things are gonna be more favorable for. I guess I call myself like more of a casual real estate investor.
Okay.
So I think things will be more beneficial coming into 2024. But before 30, like I said, just traveling more and enjoying like a lot of the little things. Because when you get older, like you want to take advantage of like what's happening right now.
Right.
I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so definitely do more for myself to put myself in a good situation for the years to come.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah, man. Y'all good?
I like this one.
Yeah, you like this
I
one?
like this episode.
Yeah, bro. I like how we have like different, we have different people on different backgrounds. Some people that we had on, they didn't go to college at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're just hustling, and then, compared to what you did the 5 year, five. How many times you spent in school?
How many times what?
Is that how much time you spent in school? 5 years?
No, well, overall total, 5.
5.
I was in undergrad at Norfolk State for 4 years.
Right.
And at UCF, I was there for just a year.
Yeah. So having someone that from nothing and then you in the 5 year hold, like it's good to have that different mindset and different people that do different things differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't explain it too well, but yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me.
Appreciate you
For coming through.
Yeah.
Man.
I was a little nervous, but y'all pretty cool.
Nah, man. Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Until next time.
We out of here.